So please just keep it for you. So if you are with people that you have just gonna call you. I'm calling. So this is gonna be beneficial. Well, just talk about. I told her what to say. I've told her already. Can we go now? Yes, thank you. 20K. What are you doing? What's our business? What business? That's the woman. I'm telling you. I'm not perceiving anything. You can see. She can see. I'm partial. Okay.
Good afternoon, everybody.
You have
We've already started the session in the morning, and I so much believe that the ladies only, so to say, had a very exciting section. We earlier on delivered a speech, and I don't know, to be fair, is there any to be delivered again to our men? I believe everything has already been conveyed. So I urge everyone to remain silent, pay attention, ask questions where applicable, and make sure we fully engage ourselves, as we cannot afford to miss a single word from this momentous event. Thank you, and God bless you all.
And we appreciate you for that very wonderful quick one.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for. We appreciate all you have done before. For all the disabled people, we say thank you. I am surprised that plenty people are here to help the disabled people, but we are welcome. We welcome you all to the hostel. I appreciate all you do for them. Thank you very much.
All right, can we appreciate you for that? Thank you very, very much. Thank you so much, sir, for welcoming us. So right back now, I want to invite the Chief Executive Officer and founder of EDFRICA to come give a welcome address. Can we appreciate Dr. Emmanuel Odumusi?
Thank you. I love the energy in the room. Yes. I love the energy in the room. Good morning. No. Is it are we in the morning or in the afternoon? So good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing? No, talk to me like a man. How are you? I love that. Yes, so I'm happy to be with everyone here today. It's a pleasure to have time to discuss about women, about business, and about ourselves. The goal of this session is in 3 phases, and you're going to leave here getting value. One, we're going to hear from a woman to talk to us about how we should treat our women. You understand? How many of you are married here? How many of you have businesses here? Okay. Okay, how many of you have sisters here? Okay. How many of you are men here? Some people are not men, no? How many of you are men here? How many women do we have here? How many men do we have here? Okay, great. So welcome. We will just have discussions around business. What it takes to be a man. We have people who are valued, who are men in Jos, in Plateau and across Nigeria and across Africa, to talk to us what it takes to survive this economy, this life as men. They've also dealt with people with different limitations and disabilities. And they're going to tell us how they've been able to help people, the ones they've inspired, those different scenarios. We have someone from the statistic technology who is going to be our key speaker today. He's there because right now we need technology. How many of you have a phone? Okay, I know you have phones. Because as people with disabilities, you need phone, you need to communicate. So we don't want you to be left out in what is happening. And we're going to be touching the different facets. Technology, women, find value, and you're going to live here to remember today for the value we got in. Thank you very much.
Please keep putting your hands together for him. He's one of the brains behind what is going on here today. Yes, that's our Chief Executive Officer. All right, so right about now, we will be welcoming a very seasoned expert. He's going to speak with us about building a winning and successful business. No doubt, the country today is very, very wonderful. Let me use that term. And we need to be able to hear from experts that have been able to navigate this space. They've been able to they've been able to charter a path for themselves, and from their experiences, they will give us ideas that can support us. So we have an expert here today. I want to welcome him up stage. Sorry, please pardon us.
So, beauty. You know when you have a big man.
Okay, it's a pleasure to be here, and I'm already feeling tense because I have my mentors here, and I'll be sharing with you just briefly on my journey as an entrepreneur, and I hope I'll be able to communicate properly and with the right words. But please, can you give it up for yourself? I mean, just give yourself a round of applause for being here today. So, like you rightly said, my name is Stephen Sunday. I am privileged to lead the Plateau State Association of Tech Companies. It's a coalition of tech experts in the state, people who contribute to the technological growth of Plateau State. And everyone seated here has one or two contributions that they've contributed to the ecosystem. But to just talk about it briefly, so I started the technology journey, or my entrepreneurship journey in technology in 2017 when I started a company called Kusu Consult. It wasn't rosy, it wasn't smooth. I mean, from the beginning, there were times that I had it really very tough. In fact, I felt severally to close shop. Okay, that's not because I don't know how to provide the services I've been providing, but because it was really it was becoming too difficult to navigate in the space which I had chosen for myself. God has helped me. I am a Web3, so a blockchain expert. If you know cryptocurrency, so the technology that powers cryptocurrency, I know it, and I've used it to develop a lot of solutions, technical solutions. But let me not bore you with plenty talk around technology, because this is an entrepreneurial meeting, right? So it means that whatever you're doing to provide, whatever solution you're providing to an existing problem, you're providing you are automatically an entrepreneur. Okay? So when you provide a solution to an existing problem, it means you are an entrepreneur. And so for me, in that aspect of tech, I jumped into it because there was a gap. I saw the potential in Web3 long before it started. Okay, so I think I've seen when the founder of Bitcoin started it. That was in 2009 when he started the entire concept and started calling people to join him and all of that. But I thought, like every other person, that this was not going to make any headway. And so I'd left it. So by 2017, when I felt like it was a good way, a good avenue for me to express myself, I used, so I have a background in computer science, and I got that from XC, yeah. So I got that from Equa Computers, where I was trained. And then, so I furthered my training, got my knowledge in computer science. And so I left it there, went into community development and all of that. And in 2017, I thought to myself, why not go back to my first love? So I went back to computer science and developed myself there, became an expert in Web3, and started providing those services to people. So, but I noticed that in the entire northern part of Nigeria, nobody was talking about crypto, nobody was talking about blockchain. And so I took that as a niche for myself. And grew my presence, grew my dominance. But beyond that, I was able to provide a solution called Gonana. And I noticed that a lot of people go to Ferengada and building materials to sell their agricultural produce. But they were forced to sell to middlemen who were now ripping them of their profit. So a lot of those farmers that will go to Ferengada market, just like you go there to buy things, were selling at a loss. Because if the farmer now says, let me pay myself, let me now remove all the monies I've spent in the farm, at the end of the day, the farmer cannot break even. So I decided, okay, why not come up with something that looks like Jumia, where these farmers will be able to sell or connect directly to people who want to buy off from them. So I give you an instance. I was talking to a farmer who was selling Irish potato. At that time, plus their profit, they were selling for 21,000 and 18,000 in some cases. But the farmers, the middlemen who were selling in Abuja were selling for 50,000 naira. So so they were making double that money. And so if I understand how I can connect these two together, it was easy, right? To just bring these two together, I just take a commission, and then they can sell at their own price. So that was what I was doing. And fast forward till today, I think I've enjoyed a lot of dividends, providing solution for existing problems. So the crux of the matter now is, what is that solution that you feel you can produce? But beyond that, I'm not disabled, so I'm not sure I can say it the way you feel it. But I just want to tell you that there is one thing that is very common here. I started this in 2017. I didn't break even until 2014, sorry, 2024. That was when I broke even. One thing I want to preach here is that you have to Okay? Yes, I'm not blind, I'm not deaf. I don't even understand what she's doing. But I want to tell you that there is success in resilience. Yes, if you are resilient, no matter how long, it might take a very long time. Like I told you, in 2023, not very far, I almost shut down the application that I built, Gunana. Yes, I was everywhere. People wanted to hear the story, but I was deep down, I wasn't fulfilled. It was very difficult. I think I've spoken to some of you about how, especially you, that I would say, how do we break even? How do we do this? How do we do that? Because I was tired almost midway. But the little effort I put, the little push I got from the community, from friends, from people around, helped me to be where I am today. I've enjoyed, like I told you, I've enjoyed a lot of dividends. I've been to different forums to talk about Gonana. I've won different competitions, won different grants. Just 2024, I think I've enjoyed over 60,000 US dollars in grants. Yes. Okay. So, but what if I had given up in 2023? Or what if I had given up in 2022? When everything was looking very vague? The charge here is that it's just that little extra effort. You might just talk to somebody if you feel maybe I'm not doing very good. I know a lot of developers that are doing very well, very, very well, who are having one issue or the other. It doesn't limit, so your physical challenge might be a limitation, but it's not going to linger for long. Okay? It might not really, you might not get the desired results that you want immediately, but there's definitely going to be success at the end of the tunnel. So there's always something you can do to push yourself, not to bore you with plenty stories, but I will be available to assist, I would be available to encourage, I would be available to guide if there's any need at any time where you need somebody to want to talk to, somebody that give you that extra push. Okay, let's move together. We'll hold each other's hands and grow together. I think I'm done here. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Can we please not stop clapping for him until he sits down? Please come. Thank you for the very awesome words. I know we are all motivated by those words. The words are words that can definitely push us to take action now. Thank you so much once again, sir. All right, so we're about to hear from a mother. She's not just a mother to us, she's also a mother to Mr. Fumbala and to everybody on this. She has years of experience in this sector, and I would like us to please listen attentively when she speaks, because she will speak giving us motherly words from her experience and from everything she understands about life. There are some of these things that you cannot always get, but having an opportunity to sit down somewhere to hear them, I mean, I wish I could be hearing it every day. All right, so can we put our hands for Madam Chrissy Desaro? To speak. Please don't stop, but she calls for the microphone.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's so good to be with you this afternoon. I said earlier we're shouting about girl child, female, women. Today is International Women's Day, right? Yes. So the attention of the world has been shifted to women. And it's like after we prepare the women, where will they go? If we finish preparing them, where are they going? They are going to meet the men. And so it's like we are forgetting the men gradually. But no way. You are an integral, in fact, you are in the creation of God. You are the leaders of the world, right?
Yeah, women are to support you according to God's creation. And the leadership here is not about being authoritative, but being responsible. We all know the roles of leaders. A leader is the one that sees afar, right? Has vision and is able to give direction how to achieve the vision and the goals. A leader is the one that can provide, right? Yeah, if you're a leader in your organization, you work day and night to see that the organization thrives and succeed. And a leader is the one that teaches, will make sure that people know what to do at any given time. A leader is an investor because you want to sustain whatever you're doing. You don't just want to do something today and tomorrow it's gone. A leader is also very humble. A leader is not supposed to be arrogant and proud. And so if you are the leaders, men are the leaders, you know, how are you supposed to treat the women? Why is it that women are shouting in the world today, give us equal opportunity? I believe something is wrong somewhere. Yeah, so what is it that is wrong? And Steve asked earlier, how many of, was it the moderator, how many of Dr. Emmanuel, how many of us are men here? We are all men, right? Yeah, so our disability, it does not really describe who we are. For the fact that you are blind does not make you less of a man. The fact that you cannot walk does not make you less of a man. We are all men, and we have potentials that God has given us. God himself put those potentials in us. But yeah, we have limitations, and those limitations can really discourage us from achieving those potentials in us. And I said some of us, we have disability in terms of background where we're coming from. Maybe you don't even have anybody to help you to get to any level in life. Some don't have people that can even pay school fees for them. For me, that's disability too. So we all have different kind of disability. And so when we talk about people living with disability, sometimes I was talking with Fun earlier, sometimes I may not really understand some of the things you're going through. So for me to talk anyhow, honestly, is not fair. Because I was just imagining, some are in need of just simple drugs. Some of the disability has pains that you need to treat yourself. But even to get the simple drug is problematic for our country. Our government don't care. They don't care about anybody living with disability. In other countries, the government take it upon themselves. Anybody living with disability should be cared for. You know, they take it upon themselves. Wherever you go, shopping mall, anywhere, they have regards for people living with disability. So you cannot park your car where they have marked for somebody that is having disability. But here we don't have anything like that. You know, even churches and mosques, I don't see us building and putting, you know, having concern for people living with disability. And so we are going through a lot of pains. And then we want to do business. So imagine, you are limited in so many areas. You're struggling to even get something to eat. You're struggling to be able to train yourself to become something important. And then you want to do business. And in doing that business, people are looking at you. What kind of business can you do? And even if you're doing business with other people, they will prefer other people to you because they feel you are not normal. That's the way we look at people living with disability in our society. But we are normal people. It's just that we have some form of disability. We go to bank, they segregate. You know, you want to look for grants. If you go with somebody that has complete features, they will choose the person over you. So we are faced with a lot of challenges that people don't even understand. Some of us, even our family members, we don't even get their support. But I'm telling us, as men as you are, tell yourself, I am a man, and God has made me a leader in my generation. Whether I can walk or not, I have what? My head is correct. Mentally, I'm sound. Psychologically, I'm sound. So you need that. And the world has experienced a lot of great innovations from people that they've not even seen. People that have just walked from the room. Nobody has cared whether they were physically okay or not, but they have contributed to the success of this world that we're in. And so you have something in you that the world needs. God has never made a mistake. You know, whatever condition is so painful. Sometimes we want to ask God, why? And some of us can give up on Him. But then you have something, if you take that little thing in you that you have and you can develop it and make it, you know, wow. I'm telling you, the world will live to remember you. And earlier we talked about this blind man that sang this song. Nobody can sing like him again in the world. I think he has left a great man. And then we have talked about the person that founded FUBU. Somebody that lives with disability. And we have FUBU as a global product. And so I said, you have something in you. There is something positive. Don't dwell on the weakness, on the things that you cannot do, but on things that you can do and build on it. So you need to have a vision. As a man you are, have a vision even for your own business and for the family you are aspiring to have. Where you cannot live, you cannot reach. You know, who knows? God will bless you with a wife that will help you to be your hand, to be your leg, to be your eyes. Right? And you build a family that God will bless you with children that will carry the legacy. Where it will reach, only God knows. But I want to encourage us this afternoon. Don't look down on yourself. Don't pity yourself. Don't give excuses. Change your mindset. Tell yourself that I can do it. Tell yourself that there's something in me. Tell yourself that this generation needs me. Tell yourself that I am a man. And I'm going to give support that I'm supposed to give to this generation. You are not a bully and you are not a failure. You are a great man that God has made you to be. Though you have a disability, but it's just for the meantime. You have something to offer. And then we have technology. And Steve said something. You know, with technology, I told ladies earlier, we can do a lot of things that people don't need to even see your picture to get the products that you can provide. We only need to be trained. We only need to have those skills. I remember we went to Mangu last year to train women, especially those living in the IDP camp. Her husband was learning technology, and we had promised them that year God was going to wipe their tears, that he was going to get a good job and take care of his family. Lo and behold, he was killed in the crisis, and the wife was pregnant, and he left her with 2 little children with pregnancy. So they took her to port, some of the victims, and she gave birth and came back. So when we went for the training, we asked that probably if one person will gain from this training and make good use of it, we will be satisfied. And lo and behold, Nandi was very committed. was very faithful. And after the training, she was willing to start doing Canva, design, this and that. But then she had a limitation. She didn't have a phone, a smartphone that would help her do those things, or a computer. So we came back, the power of digital technology we're talking about, the power of social media. If we can leverage on those things, we will see wonders. So as we came back, we decided to share her story on some of the platforms. And then somebody immediately said they will buy a phone for her. And they bought a phone for Nancy and gave her some capital to start something. And today, Nancy has a sewing shop that she's doing all these souvenir bags. And then some people are coming. She's also a trainer right now. And she's displaying her things on social media with the phone that she got. You see resilience, commitment, and faithfulness. That is what we need. Thank you.
Can we appreciate her? We hear words of advice, and intertwined with those words are prayers coming along with them. Come on, can we appreciate her once more? Thank you very much for this kind words. Thank you very much. All right, so we're moving forward, making significant progress really fast. Right. So we are moving to a session now where it's more or less going to be a panel session, but we'll just be seated. We want to hear from these amazing experts. We have a line of questions from their wealth of knowledge. They will be able to let us know based on those questions. They'll share their experience with us. It's going to be experiential. There's going to be a lot of lessons to learn. So I implore us to just sit tight, continue to remain attentive, and then, if need be, you can also ask your questions when the floor is open for you to ask your questions, right? So, yes, can we appreciate the amazing panelists? We have Mr. Steven, Mr. Fongbala, we have Mr. Emmanuel, Mr. Sanda, and Mr. Eric. All right. Yes.
Today I have 9 businesses. The major one that gives me a lot of money is waste management. Waste management, why I choose that to be my major business is because, when you do what nobody wants to do, imagine your own dustbin, you don't want to even touch it. So whatever I charge you to pick your dustbin, you give it to me. So any business you have an idea to do, you may have 3-4 ideas and be confused about which one to pick. Please pick the one that nobody does a lot there. Pick the one that you cut the short. There is no price on internet for nowadays don't quash Ebola, drum there. So it's me that determines, okay, if I see your shoe looking very nice, if I see your car looking very nice, if I see your house looking very nice, I charge you high and I make my money. Hello? So, in every business you're doing, today I am online, okay? You ask me how much is it to come and pack waste in your house. I will tell you, let me come and check. So when I come, I will classify the waste for you and tell you this is hazardous waste. If you eat too much kankana, too much watermelon, I know that you're a big man. I will say this is hazardous waste because it's very smelly. So I charge you. Today I am a teller, okay? My father happens to be the beginners of Massacre Textile, who are from Kaduna. Is there anybody from Kaduna here? Massacre Textile. Okay, Daddy went to London, he was trained, he came back, he was making combat for soldiers and then Doka and all of that, okay? So I grew up to see scissors in my house, I grew up to see tape. In my computer purse now, you can see my tape is there, my writing material is there. So I market everywhere, okay? I see anybody along the road, I see anybody in the keke, see anybody in the bus, and I say, okay, this your dress is fine, but I can make a final one for you. Then I show you what I have on my phone. Then you now say you want to do something like that, then I make for you. All right? Another business I do is to write. I write a lot. If you look at my eyes now, they are very red. Okay? They're very red because I always use my time in the night to write. So to say that I should talk about my hustle, like I said, I have a lot of hustle. Time will not permit. But I want to underline 3 things for us. If you say you are disabled, let me tell you, you have not seen disability yet. Hello? You guys are in school. You're running for your degrees, am I correct? Some might even degrees, second degrees. 3 of my teachers in my secondary school, okay, they were blind teachers, all right? But they were the ones that taught me. One of them taught me commerce, okay, commerce in my JS3, my JS 1, 2, 3, all right? Because of his wanting to teach, in those days, they took him to Arizona in the US, and then he was trained there. He came back and we called him Arizona. Today, I can tell you every content, every chapter, I can tell you the table of content in FF or 1, 2, 3, because of the way he taught me commerce. So if we say a disabled person taught me, and then I am able and I cannot even reach him, then who is actually disabled? Are we getting it? If you go to some of the roadsides, you see people seated. Those people seated will sing very fantastic songs, and it will lure you and attract you, and you give them arms. You have a degree. You are aspiring to have a degree. You should be better than what? Than anybody you can imagine. When we say limitless, okay? In fact, it is limitless. Don't limit yourself, okay? Don't limit yourself at all. Who knows the #1 disabled person in Nigeria today? Hello? Who heads the disabled commission in Abuja today? Can anybody mention his name? Yes. Mr. Ayuba. Okay, Mr. Ayuba, when my mom had an accident, I used to go to his place to get some traction. When they would tie, he would use a skin and put some metal in it, and then they would use it to graft her broken legs. Now, he is disabled. He has gotten a business from his what? From his disability. Okay? You can also get it. He says he was what? He was having issues at work, and then he created his business. From the place of pain, okay? We made a lot of money from COVID. I was in Turkey. I was saying that let this COVID not stop. Oh. This one that they want to stop it. Me, I don't the hammer. They want to stop COVID. Is that fair? Do you understand? So please, let us do business. Let's use our degrees. Let's use our education. And let's use our senses. Nobody is useless as far as God's creature is concerned. Everybody have what it takes. You'll be surprised what is in you that you will do. And people will see and say, is it this guy that did this? Okay? Andy, my neighbor, he has a gold medal from Paralympics. Okay? He has gold medal from Paralympics. It is my business that helped me to talk to him. Guy, this one that you're here, don't be selling only Masarau. Go to the stadium. Today, he is what? He is a champion. Okay? It's very difficult to do business in Nigeria. But if you know where you're heading to, whatever you meet on the road, instead of seeing it as an obstacle, see it as a staircase to climb. So if there is anybody that has won any war, or there's anybody that is a major champion on earth living, is a disabled person. For you to be disabled from whatever level to get to this point today, I'm telling you guys, you have what? You have overcome what nobody have done. So us that we claim or we think we are able, what do people have overcome? We cannot overcome it. And that is how you can overcome every obstacle you meet along your way if you're doing business. Thank you. This is Babambola's submission.
Thank you very much, sir. Really appreciate it. All right, so let's hear from Mr. Emmanuel. So just to reiterate the question again, what the question is, what are some of the biggest challenges you faced when starting your business, and how did you overcome them? So you can just make 1 or 2 points, 2, 3 minutes.
I won't stand up.
Yes, please don't stand up. Once you stand up, the spirit.
Thank you very much for reiterating the question. My name is Emmanuel Kakil, like you already said. I will go very straight to the point. I think some of the challenges I faced when I wanted to go into business, one, I would say, like somebody mentioned in passing, the environment. You know, you said once you're born in Nigeria, automatically that becomes a disadvantage. I think the environment was a challenge, and I am sorry to say, if for those of us who are from Plateau, I'm also from Plateau, but there's this thing that is so common. Things are getting better now, you know, but back then, we had very few people from Plateau that you could see and emulate. You understand? Up to now, some people, recently I saw on social media, think in the last 2 months or thereabout, 2 different people called us lazy. But when I saw it, I wasn't in a hurry to fight it, necessarily speaking. But I think generally speaking, here in the north, we are a bit laid back. Not necessarily that we are lazy, but we are not, permit me so that it will sound nice, we are not the gra-gra, pushy people kind of. And we grew up to see that kind of thing around us. So when one wanted to venture into business, it was like, leave this thing, go and look for civil service work, why are you disturbing on that, all those, and that, it may look simple, and that was a challenge. I remember I started my business with, I can say, with 0 naira. So my sister-in-law, I started my business with selling smoked fish. Okay, I'm now into media. I'm into documentary production, film production, photography, and the rest. But I started my business with selling smoked fish. And I remember that time I would collect fish from my sister-in-law who was into wholesale. I didn't have to pay. The only commodity I had then was integrity. So I would go and sell, come back, pay her money, and then keep the interest. I did that for some 3, 4, 5 times before I started buying directly and selling. And then, you know, around in church, and people in the neighborhood, make it, and you know, as a young man, they are calling, make it. And that was the challenge. But I just stayed focused. I remember I had a friend who is from one state in the Middle Belt. He loved fish. So he loved it when I make the soup, because I make the soup, fish to the soup anytime, because I had crumbs. So he loved it then. When I make the soup, he will come and eat, but he hated the smell of fish. I'm saying this to give you the contrast of the kind of thing that was going on in my mind. You know, other young people are there, but me, they were calling me lazy, but I had to continue. And it was a challenge. And there was hardly any mentorship around for me to see, you know, thank God for Uncle Bulu's Guashi. It was in the process of all that I later met, Mr. Guashi, you know. So lack of mentorship, the environment, stigma, you know, and then the issue of, as at then I thought not having finance was a challenge, but later I realized that that wasn't even a major challenge, you know. So I needed to stay focused. I kept speaking to myself, you know, like that, and I pushed. I remember a lady, I had finished my secondary school, and it was taking time for me to get into the university or the polytechnic to continue. So I remember one lady gave me a job in an NGO because she thought that I was suffering. Interestingly, after I collected the NGO work, the money I was making in my fish business, in my nativity business that I was looking to get, was more than the money I was being paid in the NGO work. But I was, you understand, when I was suffering. But I had to collect it because the environment thought that if you're doing a dirty business, permit me to use that language, you are suffering. And that kind of thing can be inhibiting. And there is, for me, there is no disability that is worse than the disability of mindset. So that was the challenge. I think I will just leave it at this so that we can make progress. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Can we appreciate you? Mr. Fulbala now.
All right, now I don't know whether to stand or to sit because it looks like which spirit.
Please sit, sir.
All right, good afternoon, friends. Yes, yeah, just to add to the submissions of my co-panelists here. Now, I want to speak from one of the points that Mr. Steve made earlier about entrepreneurship being your ability to solve a problem, right? So the question is, what problem are you solving? I want to take it a notch further to say that for you to effectively solve a problem, have the ability to solve the problem, and then use that ability of solving a problem to run a successful business are two different things. All right? Your ability to solve the problem, that's your skill, isn't it, or gift or talent or whatever you call it. But then you also need the training or the skills to be able to successfully run a business. To successfully run a business requires setting up systems. All right? Systems that can run even in your absence. And I think that's where technology can be very useful to you. All right? So for me, I have run quite a number of businesses. But then, one of the major challenges across board, in line with what my colleagues have said, for me, one of the major challenges was having the skills to be able to run that business successfully as an entrepreneur. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, I knew I could do what I wanted to do. I knew I had the skills to do what I wanted to do. By the way, I run a consultancy firm called Links Systems. And because of what I do with the consultancy firm, I have been able to do quite a lot of consultancies with other consultancy firms in relation to business development. All right, so I've been around the MSME ecosystem for a very, very long time. Though, by discipline, I am an accountant and a computer scientist. But somehow I have drifted into MSME development and development work generally. All right. So I run an organization called Links Systems, and that's what we do. We provide consultancy services And like I said earlier, one of the major challenges for me when I was starting was having the skills to develop systems. Right now, I'm working with an organization called GIZ. I am not the one running Link Systems, but because there are systems already in place, Link Systems is running. I only get updates from the manager of the organization. It's a limited liability company on what's happening. So my ability to set up those systems was a challenge. How did I overcome that? I overcame that by identifying trainings that will help me develop those skills. All right? And by attending those trainings, I developed my skills in developing entrepreneurial capabilities and setting up those systems. As I did that, it also helped me to develop my skills in supporting MSMEs and the MSME ecosystem to run efficiently. Usually, if you ask an MSME what your major challenge is, usually top on the agenda is finance. Go back. Bam with the capital. I have asked somewhere that if you have 50,000, if you have 50 million, let me ask you guys now. If you are able to access 50 million naira now, what will you do with it? Can somebody answer? Okay, somebody has an answer here. Yes. If you have 50 million naira now, what will you do with it?
All right, my name is Matthew Evie, an entrepreneur. If I have 50,000 naira now, 50 million right now, the first, I have to sit down and then check the environment where I am, and I have to think what is required here. I think I will go there, and then I have to have a house, let me buy a car, and then do business to help myself.
Thank you very much.
There's some, okay, and we'll come to you, and then anyway, we'll just take a few. Yes.
If I am opportune to have 50 million now,
Yes.
and I intend to delve into business, first of all,
Use the microphone.
I'll look for a suitable environment first in order to make feasibility study.
Okay, you do feasibility study.
That is what is lacking in that environment. Then it is after that, then I'll look for the source of the production I want to do, where I'll be sourcing the production of whatever I want to produce.
Yeah.
There should be proximity, where I'll be getting them. Before I start to make out a lesson business plan on the business I intend to delve into it.
Okay.
The business plan will involve both the amount we use, the people that will work for me, and other environment, including all the aspects that will be done.
Yes.
So the business could be maybe selling of motor cars.
Motor cars. Clap for him. Yes, clap for him. While he's doing all of these things, the 50 million naira will be in the bank, breathing. Abi? Yana nufashi a bank. Yana jireka. Okay. We'll come to you at the back. All right? Yes. Okay.
When I get 50 million, first thing I do, make what a plan, what I want to do. As my brother said, they will check environment, need of the environment, and what is required there. When I found out the land, then I will be able to establish my business there. For example, maybe chicken farming or poultry farming, or buy back food, sell it back with beans. Also, I will open company.
Okay.
Like maybe block industry.
Block industry.
And then open food.
Okay, clap for him, clap. Yes, that's nice. Yes, there's one there that I think I need to take. Maybe we do that and then we can move forward. Yes, there's, no, not at the back there. Yes, he has been raised. In fact, he was one of the first people that raised their hand. Okay, he'll need interpretation, yes.
Hello everyone, my name is Theophilus Yakubu. So if I have 50 million naira, if I have 50 million naira, for example, I will call 4 people.
So that they can make a better business.
Okay. Oh, he will give it to other people to do business. And they will give him returns. Oh, okay. All right, thank you. Is he done? Clap for him, clap for him, clap for him, clap for him. Okay, let me round up by saying this, right? And this was my challenge as well. I was thinking like you are thinking now. And that's the challenge. I was thinking like you're thinking, like a normal Nigerian that wants to start business. The question I will ask you now is, why are you waiting until you get 50 million to make these plans? Why are you waiting until then? Because if you're waiting until then, 50 million might never come at once. That huge amount, it might not be 50 million you're waiting for. It might be a huge amount of money you're waiting for to start your business. I would want to say that that was also my challenge. Until I was well trained, then I realized that I can start my business. All these big plans that you have, go and make those plans now that you don't have the money. Okay? In fact, it is now that you don't have the money that your mind will be clear to be able to make those plans. When you make those plans, yes, when you make those plans, you are able to swing into action immediately when the little amount of money come into your business. If you don't have these plans already, you will not be able to succeed as an entrepreneur. If you want to run your business successfully as an entrepreneur, you must think ahead. All right? Develop the plans ahead of time and then grow your business gradually. Besides, that is the best way to grow your business, gradually, and turn your profit, reinvest into your business, and watch your business grow. Set up systems, leverage of technology in such a way that your face does not have to show. People do not have to know that you are the one running business, because that is one of the challenges that we face as people living with disabilities. all right, that people take us for granted. People underrate our abilities. Immediately they see that I am living with some disability, they immediately stereotype and just assume that I don't have the ability to do the job that I have gone to do. So you need to leverage technology and also prove your worth. That is one of the best ways you can succeed as an entrepreneur. When you are given an opportunity to provide service or to solve a problem for anyone, make sure you do it exceptionally. Over and above the person that thinks is more able than you. Perform exceptionally well that you will prove your doubters wrong. That is the best way to succeed as entrepreneurs. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ken. Really appreciate it. So before Mr. Sonny speaks, I just want people to take note of certain things. Now, when the speaker spoke, there are certain things they mentioned that I want to echo. I noted one thing, talk about people, having the right people around you, and then being able to find businesses that really don't really cost much and can be easily done. And then Mr. Fumbola made certain points. He said, he first of all he talked about getting skills, capacity building. You must get skills. And then he also mentioned setting up systems and leveraging on technology. You start like that, you start any little, you don't have to wait until you get a billionaire to start. And then from there, if you notice, all of them had such experiences. They started from something. They started from one little business, no matter how dirty or how bad, no matter the stigma that comes from it within society, and they've been able to reinvest into other businesses. I just wanted to echo all of that. Right. Now we're going to hear from Mr. Sunday. Yes.
Okay, so mine was just a very small advice. So you see, everything everyone said here, they are right, and they are just only advising you towards becoming better entrepreneurs and successful business owners. If an investor is looking for money, he's looking for where to throw his money, what he looks at is not even the business that are running. Most times they don't even pay attention to the business that you are presenting to them. They ask you about your business background. How long have you been in business? Share your success story of businesses that you've handled, because that will determine whether their money will come back or not. Okay? And that will determine where you are telling them the business is going, whether it's going to get to that destination or not. So just a little advice. If you're doing something here from school, keep on doing it. Just be diligent about it, be perseverant, be very resilient about it, because at the end of the day, it's going to match up to your story. My brother here, Babombola, told us how he started from the university here. And today he's where he is. And probably if you ask him where does he want to be, I'm sure you've not touched $1 million yet. So he wants to, I was telling somebody, I said this year, I think before the end of the year, I should be close to $1 million. Or, yes, that's really very ambitious, but I know I have everything that it takes for me to be there. I'm not going to do it fraudulently, I'm going to do it the right way. Okay? But as I'm talking to you, I'm not worth even 10,000 US. But I know that I can be able to achieve $1 million if I put in all the effort into it. This is not a lazy man statement. It means that I want to do serious work. Okay? So you can do it, like I said from the beginning. Don't look at yourself. So I used to forget that I'm wearing glasses. That was a very quick reminder. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sunday. Are we listening good here? Are we talking good here? Are we picking out a lot of great stuff here? I mean, let me tell you people one very interesting secret. On almost all the questions I want to ask, all I said is your experience in business. The women did not do like that. Come on, men, can you say All right. So I will just move ahead. Now this is going to be very, very short, right? I know you've had your experiences with people, persons with disabilities. You've seen them. All I just want to hear from, let me see, I would ask these, oh God, how do I do this? Okay. All right. I want us to give some business ideas, right, that we believe would suit persons with disabilities. Am I correct? I know some of us, we are thinking, I want to do business. I don't know what kind of business I should do. Of course, it all boils down to passion. But they can recommend some of them, and then you would look down into yourself and see if you are passionate about it, and if you can really do good. Sorry, very good. I want to say something before I pass the mic to them to speak. Now, I don't think there's any good business anywhere. The only thing we have is a good entrepreneur that knows how to tell the story. If you can tell the right stories, that's one of the things that Mr. Sunday said. If you can tell the right stories, you can talk about your business very well. Forget it. An investor will always invest. Once they can see that this business is profitable, no matter what business it is, except if it doesn't align with their personal values, there's no good business anywhere. All right, so we can recommend, right, just to hear that quickly, maybe 2 persons, or based on your experience. If you want to speak, you can just signify and the mic will come to you.
Can I ask them a quick question? Then we can.
Please.
It's on now.
Right, so we have Mr. Eric.
So now I'm throwing the question over to you. You're from different departments, right? So what do you see as the major challenge students face in UniJust right now? Because for an entrepreneur, you're solving a problem. A real problem, not one that is thought of. Yes. What is the major problem students face? Just say it.
One of the problems, initially, is about school fees.
School fees.
Academically, it's about teaching and learning materials.
Thank you. So stop there. So now we have 2 things. School fees and then academics. Are you all in 100 level? They're not answering. Are you in 100 level? No. Do you have 200 level? Yes. 300 level? Yes. Okay. And then, does that sound like a plan already? Yes. I don't think they're understanding me.
Yes.
Wait, first, academics. You're from different departments. How many of you are thinking of training others? That school fees that was a problem. If you are doing small sessions, training others for 500, for 1,000, don't you think it's going to add a little money to your pocket? Even if you're doing it as a group? I don't know whether they're understanding me. Good. So how about you leverage on technology? Let's see how we can create a small platform where the lessons you have learned from previous classes, you now turn them into lesson notes, where new students can come in and they will be getting them from you over time. Questions and answers, lesson notes, summaries, outlines, it's up to you. So there you go. Here's a small business that you guys can start. Thank you.
So that's one business opportunity, providing academic solutions, tutorials, you can do small pamphlets that you can even sell to people to guide them and all of that. Right. I don't know if I passed down the same message. All right. So, yes, Mr. Funbala.
All right. Thank you very much, Eric, for that. Yes, and it's very important that you look at your environment and see what the challenges are around you and try to provide solutions. it might not be that no one is providing that solution. You can just innovate and become more creative in solving the problem better than the other person. What do you look at? What makes your solution better? It could be the quality of the solution. It could be the speed at which you provide that solution. It could be the cost at which you provide. There are so many factors that you can use to innovate. All right? So it's important that you look at your environment. And I think I would want to base my argument on this. The fact that we're talking limitlessness, isn't it? We're talking limitlessness. And the limitations that you see are only as strong as the mind that accepts that limitation. Did you hear that? The limitations you see are only as strong as the mind that accepts those limitations. So you have to shift your mind from limitations to your strength. That is the only way you can get this done. All right? You have to shift your mind from those limitations and concentrate on the things you can do rather than on the things you cannot do. That is how you leverage your strength. So what are the things you can do? Mrs. Christie earlier said that as long as your mind is sound, and the way I see all of you seated here, your minds are very sound. That's why you are here. If your minds were not sound, you wouldn't be here. So as long as your mind is sound, sincerely speaking, you can do any business. Any. And I mean any business. I don't want to say that there are businesses that are suitable for people with disabilities. No. Now there is a lot of rage about circular economy, for example. I know you've heard about circular economy. That is businesses that provide sustainability, all right, to the environment, all right, businesses that are green, businesses that you can recycle items, reuse those items, recreate those items, and do all of that, rather than use one item once and it's discarded. I was in Lagos a few years ago, and I was driving behind a vehicle. Do you know what I saw behind that vehicle? They wrote something behind the vehicle. They wrote, "This is shit made in Nigeria." Did you hear that? Shit made in Nigeria. And they wrote, "Shit business is good business." A lot of times, we don't pay attention to those kinds of businesses because they are dirty businesses. They are this. But sincerely speaking, from my experience in MSME development, those are the areas where the money is, because not too many people get there. So I wouldn't want to exactly say this is what you, but look at your environment. You can begin by writing. You can become an author. You have a mind that works. Become an author. You can set up a podcast. You can leverage technology to start teaching people how to do. I did a project with KRP FEMA, and Awashima was the inclusive, what's that position she held? Something inclusive officer, right? And we worked with some of your friends, and they were able to develop business model canvas for their businesses. They were running businesses, buying and selling, some of them had shops, and so on and so on. All right? So, and they were able to develop a business model canvas is a business plan on one page. Awashima has them. She should still have access to those business model canvas. But your friends, that Hitato we would think will not be able to do that, have been able to do it. All right? Keep your other dreams going forward. So thank you very very much. I see Dr. Odumusi. I see Dr. Odumusi is already coming. Yes, so thank you. I know what of time. I know what you mean.
Sorry, you still want, you also want to add? I would have loved us to move to the next question, and let's see if we could just take a stab at it. Okay, just speak. Go ahead and speak. That you'll be the last person to speak. Please, 1 minute, sir. Thank you.
Now, I was just whispering to Mr. Poon here that the first documentary I did for UNICEF, I did while I was a student in this school. And how did it happen? Of course, I came in through DE. I had done mass comm in diploma before I came in here. So, but it wasn't necessarily because they taught us how to use camera, or it was just interest. We've known each other for some time now. Yeah. Mostly we meet online. So it was just a class assignment that was given, and then UNICEF has this collaboration they do with schools, with lecturers, to just find a way of, I think it's one of those to get lecturers to educate their students on some of global, what do you call it now, SDGs and all that. So it was as a result of one of those things. So we were asked to go and interview somebody in UNICEF office in Bauchi. And of course, not necessarily because the lecturer liked my face, but because I was one of the people. Maybe if you would pick just one person, probably you would pick just me. Because then I already knew how to write, I already knew how to do video, I already knew how to do photography. And these are skills that you don't have to wait for somebody to come and be tapping you and be pushing you to say, go and learn, go and learn. No. While you're going through school, keep learning things. Don't just sit idly. Keep learning things. Keep learning skills. Keep learning skills. And that was how I started doing projects for UNICEF. I've done like 4 or 5 documentaries for UNICEF, both photography documentary and video documentaries. And just to add to what he said, I was actually thinking in line of with media and production, you can actually go into being a voiceover artist, documentary voiceover. Maybe you are visually impaired. You can work on your voice. You can just read a script. They will tell you, they will write a script and give you, and you say, during the day, and you just, some of us have that natural ability. Some of us can actually write. You use braille. You can sit down and be a poet. You can sit down and learn copywriting. Copywriting is basically writing scripts for adverts. So these are businesses you can actually go into, and I don't want to say you won't, it's not tasking. It is mentally tasking, okay? But it is a lot easier for you to go into than to say, go and be packing concrete in a building site, you know, basically. And then the other thing I want to mention very quickly, you need to learn how to be patient with yourself and to allow yourself and your business to grow, to go through the process of growth without being in a hurry, without being hasty for money. We are doing business for money, but solutions primarily, but you need to have a level of patience with yourself. Otherwise, anything you touch, you quickly run and leave it because the money is not coming immediately. So you need to be very patient with yourself. And don't say, because I know how to do one thing, I will not do another thing. I know how to do, what do you call it, printing on t-shirts. I know how to do photography. I know how to write. I know how to do, before we used to do banner, that you will do stencil. I learned all those things. All those things that I learned, the knowledge is not waste for me as a media person. So don't say, me, I don't believe that, that saying that they say jack of all trades, master of, I don't believe that. As a result of that, and as a result of that, I have carved a code that says, know everything if you can, but be known for something. Okay? Don't limit yourself and say, no, I'm waiting to know only this thing. know everything if you can. Just be known for something. Thank you very much.
Thank you. A round of applause. Beautiful, beautiful. So thank you, sir. And thank you, everyone. Now we're going to go into more interactive sessions. I know that some of us already know that we're going to do pitch today. So we're going to give out some money. How many of us want money? Cancel. So let's move forward. No more money. Okay. Okay, great. How many of you have businesses? If you have a business, okay, good. So everybody here seems to have one small business, Abi? Yes or no? Yes. Good. Now, we have a token for people. We're going to do what we call elevator speech. You're going to talk about your business in 1 minute. Our boss is to decide the top 3 winners. And we're going to give those people cash. For our side, we don't have so much, and today is International Women's Day, so we're giving more money to the women. Yes. So the first person will take 20,000, the second and the third will take 10,000 each. Yes. Say thank you. Thank you. Good. So the first will take. Now these people will have money. They decide to have 5,000 for the remaining each for. So that we can pick, we have 3 Abi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In case we can add 5K or 2,000, then they can give you. Like in the morning, I don't need to know if they want to give, but I'm sure as they speak, they will see somebody, okay, I want to help you. That person, even if you win or you don't win, they might say, okay, that person come, I want to mentor you. So it's not only money they have to offer. They might decide to say, okay, this person, he said, he's sewing machine. Sewing machine. Interestingly, this cloth I'm wearing, it is my God that sold it all. This one. So you can say you don't have to sew clothes. It's God that sold it. It's a good thing though. So they might decide, okay, come and join me, or they might decide, show up next week. Come and it will help you have a discount. They might say, okay, will you be interested in internship with me? And they must also say, okay, I have 3,000 naira or 5,000 naira that I think I can just use to help somebody here for them to go back home to buy something. You can never tell. So don't talk just because you want to be part of the top 3. Talk because you never know the opportunity that will come your way. Is that clear? Yes. Good. So, how many of us are ready to pitch? I only need 10. So, the first 10 people to stand up. Say! You don't finish, no. What happened? The ladies have got to tell them. Yes, I'm looking for but it's International Women's Day. So that's our pushing responsibility to use for. But don't monitor me, I know you support Red Cover Space, there's ways to support them. So let me count. So we have 1. So how many of you are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't expect this one. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Everybody sits down. Sit down. Will you help me up? Okay. If they have yes, existing business that you're already making money on, not a business idea that you want to do. You have an existing business that you can show us on your phone. This is your shop, or this is your small thing you are doing. Raise up your hands. You have existing.
Not ideal.
Not that you want to, like, you show your phone. Good. I think that's making. Come and give me, come and write names. I need someone to help me with the writing of names. Don't stand up, sit down. Please come. We need someone to help us write names. And then, so, raise up your hand again. You have business. Open your phone and show me the evidence as for those who have phone, yes. Because even if you are visually impaired, you can use the phone. I'm 100% sure. Awashima is an example. So you will show me on your phone. So this is what you do. Go around, they show you on their phone, and they write their name. I want to see something. Okay, so. Pictorial evidence. How many names have you gotten? So this is the new format. Wait, go back. Go right to the book back. We are going to do 10,000 for everybody. 7 people. We take 10,000 naira each. Perfect. Make it easier. But up to 50 people will talk. He's coming. I need another person that can take names. Language. Yes. Okay. Are we done? Are we done? Are we done? I need us to start. So just write the name. Just the name. Yeah. Just the name. That's all. How do you know they are doing it right if there is no picture? How do you communicate? Hey, where is the picture? I don't agree. I don't agree. So I'm giving us 3 minutes to round this up and start. Wait, they will come. What's your question, sir? Show me the one on your phone. No, don't worry. They will come and check it. And they will come when show them evidence. You know, there's a story that says, "Get up, you're expecting the rain." It is only to have umbrella now. That rain is falling. Yeah. If you're interested in photography, are we done? Wait, oh yeah. Yes, sir. Wait. Okay, that's it. She will write it. She will write it. Let her write that. Aaron, in fact, if somebody's already moved to the next question, those times, I only did 10. Just talk to him, he's the one that will decide. Aaron, you have been back. Be as fast as you can, please. They've not written your own. Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? Evidence. Check it in the room. Okay, we'll consider that after. Yes, come and check. Oh yeah, stop, right. One house, have you read Aaron and Madam, please be fast. Okay, good. I think we're good to go. So, Aaron, how far now? Please come and submit the name. Where you evidence? That person. Aaron, come. Can we start? So our proxies are the ones that will decide the top 7. Just have your seat. As many people as possible will talk. So they will do a something. We'll conclude on top 7. We just need to that by that. Then additionally, I know the kind of things like take opportunities of those who want that they can give us as another. I can end up as training of take opportunity. If you have please give us, I know you're a photographer, they can come and see and learn photography. Latex, so all those things at the end of the day, those will be additional. So those will be additional incentive for those that will be top 7. Thank you, sir. Okay, good. So we have the name. It's neat for only you. Together. Okay, that's fine. 16 is fine. So take it. You give them one by one.
Blessing, that's fine. Blessing, that's enough.
Blessing is enough. So can we all go sit down?
All right. Are we all together? Can we all settle down, please? Can we all settle down? All right, so what we are doing now is that you're going to be pitching your business. Simple. I'm going to say this only twice. You tell us your name, what business you do, and why you think you should receive this funding. Your name, the type of business you do, explain, and then why you think you should receive this funding. And all you have is 1 minute to do this. 60 seconds. You'll be timed. If you go beyond the time, it's qualified. All right, so I'm starting with Beatrice Mama. Your time starts now.
60 seconds.
My name is Mama. Yes. I'm selling provision. I start selling my provision in 2021. I start with 2,500. So as thanks God, now I'm selling what is more than 50,000 now. So last year, 2024.
Time up. Take notes.
So if you are coming to speak, hello, can you hear me? If you are coming to speak for your price, what we want to hear you tell us is why we should give you the money. This is your business, why we should give you the money, and how you are going to use the money. So in 60 seconds you can do that. Okay? So your name, you say your name, what business you do, why you feel you deserve the money, and how you are going to use the money.
Do we get it? Okay, so we are going to start again. This is another chance.
All right. My name is Beatrice Mama. The reason why I need the money, I'm selling provision. So I need money to upgrade my business.
All right, thank you. Next person is Ayuba Jacob. Ayuba Jacob. Ayuba Jacob.
Yes.
60 seconds starts now.
Can I start?
Yes.
Okay, my name is Ayuba Jacob. I sell data. And the reason why I need funds to expand my business. I needed to expand my business so that I can build more customers to come. I don't want the business to go down.
Thank you. Sorry, are we taking notes? The next person is Musa.
My name is Musa Wilankus. I am the founder of Blessed Printing Press. Blessed Printing Press is a business entity that provides customers with networking system. And what is the problem we have to solve? Blessed Printing Press solve the problem of inaccessible assignment and so on. This business will go a long way in making me to expand my business, extend my hands of fellowship of it, because while others while people are going to run with print assignment at 100 I'm printing for people at 30 naira, considering the fact that they are stressed. So this business will go a long way.
Time up. The next person, Tokshik Garba Gideon. Where is it?
My name is Tokshik Garba. I am selling Kanban. This Kanban, if I can get this money to extend my business, I'll be grateful. Because by reading your notes, assignment, teaching this thing, which will boost your morale. Thank you, God bless you.
Perfect. The next person, please, I need us to all calm down because the judges need to hear them clearly. All right?
Hello, boss. How far? Yeah, how far are you there? Are you here?
All right. The next person is Onu Moses.
Yes, we are.
Onu Moses.
Are you on your way?
My name is Onu Moses. I deal business of flower business, decorative flower business. When I started this business, I started with a flower pot, which is the pure water leather. Then it was free. But now any pure water company went to pick a pure water leather, they will tell you to pay money for it. And now I need this money so that I can employ more people that will help me pick this pure water leather that I will use as flower pot for my business.
All right. The next person, Ponty Chagrin.
Into selling data and tractor. So I need this loan to expand my business because I don't want to stay on nearby. If you knock at my door, I'll tell them there's no money in my wallet. So if I get this money to really help me to expand my business. Thank you.
All right, thank you. The next person is Samuel Deme. Yes.
Yeah, I'm a songwriter and at the same time a song composer. So I need this money in order to buy more of the CD plate and the printer of the CD jacket to be sent to people. And to do this, I have a standby generator and a summer machine and a blower for the mining. And those ones will give me a lot of money and I still pay more.
Time up. The next person. All right, next person. All right, Marcus Ibrahim. Marcus Ibrahim.
Who is Marcus Ibrahim?
My name is Marcus Ibrahim. I do sell data. I need phone in order not to make my wallet empty.
All right. Next person is Moses bin Ben. Yes. Moses bin Ben.
I am an MC by profession, so I need the money because an MC is an event image maker.
Wait.
Whatever you do on stage, all kinds of
Please, no noise. Let us hear. Please. Start again.
All right, Mr. Moses.
I said, okay, I am an MC. I've been calling for 1 years. So an MC is someone who is an event image maker. So whenever you go on stage, all kinds of people in the country will definitely go and do. So I need a little money so that I can be always at their need. So I start encouraging and making the family.
Next person, Jawan Joshua. Jawan Joshua.
All right, my name is Jawan Joshua. I'm a great farmer business, rice business. If I need this money, I will be able to buy fertilizer to boost my farm business. Thank you.
Are we moving too fast? No. Okay, good. Because we have been done.
Joshua Simon Augustine.
I am Simon Augustine. My business is POS and sale of soft drink 2 crates. I need support because I posted myself from 100 level to my current position in master degree. So I need their support so that they help me to continue my education. Without their support, I will completely. So no any amount is meeting. Thank you.
All right. Next person is Matthias Benson. Matthias.
No, I think. Okay, so who is doing the talk? Okay, she will. Wait, let's start again.
150 seconds. My business is POS. If I get this support, it will boost my business.
Wait.
My name is Matthias. I will have a POS business. So I need money to continue the business so I can save up money to get married and also to build house and do other businesses.
Yes, it's the same.
Perfect. All right, next person is Stephen Musa. Stephen Musa.
My name is Musa Steven. I currently run a business which is Creative Vision, where I run a beats production, popularly known as Fancy Beats, where I produce different beats. If I continue to have this money, I will invest more in my business in a way which I will be able to have more to acquire, have more knowledge, to develop, look for more skills.
Time up. Time up. All right.
30 seconds. Okay, okay.
Please, the mic should be close to your mouth.
Please, can you stop? No, start afresh. Please start afresh.
Add more.
The next person is Bartholomew.
Please put the mic close to your mouth.
My name is Bartholomew. I have business with my master. Food restaurant. I love food restaurant. My master is outside. I stay here to serve him. People that are deaf, people with disabilities and buy from me and call that wants to help the court from buying
All right, next person is Francis Israel. I'm Francis Israel Solomon. I'm a music producer, I'm the CEO at Solid Sounds Records. My major issue here is that my yearly license has expired, so I need to raise some money to be able to pay for the license. So that's my major issue. And if I get this 10,000, it's really going to help me to get the rest of the money and be able to pay for it. Did you get that sense? All right. And the last, the final, Godwin Ejiga. Godwin Ejiga.
He can speak. Okay, no. Thanks.
I'm a student of University of Jos. I need money to boost my business. Which business? When he sells rice, raw rice, so he needs more money to boost his business.
Nice. Thank you very much. And we all appreciate ourselves.
Put your hands together for each other. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. This is beautiful. So we're going to give them time to select the top 7 and collate. Now, while we're waiting for them, they have a special gift for you. Oh, you want to say something? Okay, one more.
Good evening all. My name was not there. I tried my best so that I will write my name, but I'm a music producer. I'm into this business for 23 years. And through this, I paid my children's school fees, feeding them, including myself. And now it has run down. So if I get this money, I will boost it to pay their school fees and even myself. Thank you very much. My name is Ishaya Ali.
Okay.
Good evening, all. Yes, my name is Gabriel Goche. I wanted my name to be written, but okay. I am into bead making bag. I produce liquid soap, produce bar soap. These are the business I run, and some other things. I needed this money to boost the business because I need to buy materials. And when the business grows, I'll become employer of labor.
Okay, so how many hands are coming up? Oh, no, it has finished. We'll come back. You said your own now, you've spoken before now. You must have read it. Oh, yeah, random.
My name is Emmanuel Zola. I'm into piggery farming. Actually, if I get this money, I will improve the standards of my piggery, from the medium business to the large business, in order to facilitate my other farmers, encourage those people that need my piggery.
Okay. I am Jacob James. If I'm to be getting money, I'm into farming. So if I'm to be getting this money, I will actually boost my farming. Thank you.
Yes. My name is Julius Aku Magaji. Although I'm not online, but I'm running a business. I'm a poultry farmer. Yes, in Kaduna. Thank you.
So the last person, which guy? Okay, the last person, sorry. I want him to. So you and
Yes, man. I did fish. I said,
thank you.
My name is Gyang. I am also a student of this institution. Okay. He has a barber salon in the hostel, and his clipper is very, very old, so he needs money to get a new one for himself, so he can continue his business. That's true. He barbs hair for special students.
Okay, meanwhile, that's all. We'll come back again. Awashima. Awashima, please, the book launch. We need you to hear. Marion and Awashima for the book launch. Is Awashima not there? She's feeling? Okay, good. So we have a gift for everybody here. Yes. Minor. Okay. We have a gift for everybody here, minus whatever cash that we're giving you. And Awashima is going to share.
Can we have the facilitator on that section?
Aaron, please. Okay, so we have a special gift for you, for everybody in this meeting. And if you utilize that gift, by this time, in 1 month's time, you respond to the gift, we'll give you another gift. So I'm going to hand over to Awashima to look about.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. Do you guys remember me? I don't say the girls going to forget you, but the guys, you guys. Anyway, I hope you're having fun. Okay, so the gift we have is a book written by my team and I, and it's a free book. Sorry, thank you. Okay, so it's called Beyond Limits, and it's a guide for persons with disabilities to go into businesses. Just a guide. You know, some of us have faced so many stereotypes that we think that we can't do anything, we can't go into entrepreneurship, or the challenges we face make us want to strive ahead. So this gives us a practical example of those people, those entrepreneurs with disabilities that have gone ahead of us, that are doing well in their businesses, that are not allowing their disabilities to discourage them from being great. So, and this book is online, and the gift is that it's free for everyone. I thought people would be clapping right now because others are going to buy. So others are going to buy the book, but for you that you're here, it's free. And like I told the girls, so today is the 8th of March. On 8th of April, if you can read this book and give me a summary, then we are promising you something better than what we did today. And it's a promise. So you guys, I know that many of you have my numbers or my email. I will share it, right? Your president has it. If you can just send me a message, you download the book. After this, we'll send you the link of how you can download it. It's free. Then when you download, you read it. And in 1 month, I just want you to send me a message or an email telling me how this book has been impactful to you, how it has helped you in your business, what impact it has had. and then you will get something, you will get a surprise, and that's the promise from EDFRICA. So I hope that you take this with all smiles, and I hope that it will be a blessing to you, just like how we hoped that it will be when we're writing it. Thank you very much, and please.
Thank you. Just hold on. Yes, good. Now, if you want to, if you have a phone before you leave, you can come here and take a picture and go to download the book. If you summarize it, we're going to give you a gift in the next 30 days. Is that fine? Is that fine? Including, no, we are not giving you a gift. I said if you summarize, and summarize. The book. All you have to do is come here, it's an e-book. You take a picture, you take it to where you can download the book, and then from there, you can always easily, you can pass it on. Yes, you can always easily respond through our schema, and then if you learn anything from the book, this is important for us and for you. Is that fine? Yeah, you will pass it across and then just take a picture. Yes. So don't stand up, you will pass it across and go around. And then you can always do that after the session. So, okay, when you're done, just let me know. You're done. Yes, it is time for the special announcement of the winners. We have 7 people that will be getting 10,000 naira each, and our facilitators, our trainers, and our panelists will be the ones to talk about it. So, sir, whoever is speaking.
Okay, good afternoon once again, everyone. Let me just go straight to the point. I know we are already exhausted, so that we don't keep us waiting. So these are some of the criteria, not very elaborate criteria. We looked at the business type, the business size, okay, and then the amount that is involved and how the kind of impact it will make in the business. For instance, we will not give you 1 naira if your business is such that it's already making 500 naira. You understand? So we expect that 500 naira you should reinvest so that it will continue to grow your business. And then also, we will not give you 1 naira. In fact, not even 1 naira. We will not, in business, we don't give you money to go and marry. Please. Okay? That's when you go to pitch, be careful what you say during pitching. Marriage is not a, marriage is, I don't want to, is it liability? Marriage is not an investment. Except if you're marrying a skilled woman that will come and be so this is not an investment, okay? So those are the criteria we looked at to pick the 7 names. But please, it doesn't mean that those of us whose names are not here do not qualify. You may even qualify for bigger opportunities. And then also, money is not the only thing that we think you need. If those of us who need skills, you can identify the skills and speak to Dr. Emmanuel so that there can be collaboration to help you fine-tune your skill. Or some of us, there are people who are software developers here. There are people who are media people. If you are interested in those areas, even if your name is not in this list, you can also approach the organizers so that you can take advantage of the opportunities there are, even if your name is not there. So the 7 names we have here. So I need some silence so that I will just call the names, and then you please don't clap first until I finish calling the 7 names so that we'll save time. I'm calling it from number 1 to number 7. Some of you we missed your names. We didn't write these names based on format necessarily. This is a list. Okay. So number 1 on our list we have Mr. Musa Number 2, we have Onu. Okay, Musa Lepta. That's pretty good. So Musa, the next is Mr. Onu Moses. Yes. Then the next is Mr. Ibrahim Marcus. Ibrahim Marcus. The next is Mr. Matthias. I hope there is only one Matthias. He's also a data, he sales data, I think, right? Matthias, who is Matthias? Matthias. That's it. That's him, huh? He's also into data, data or recharge card, I don't know. There are 2 data people. Who are the people who do data business? So that's one. So that's one. Marcus. Is there another one? 2 people say they do data. Okay, he does data. So we missed the name. That's it. No? Yes, there are 2 people. Both of them who sell data. Their names are in the list. So we have Marcus. I think it's his name we missed. What's his name again? No. I have Marcus. Right? This one. Ayuba Jacob. So there's Ayuba Jacob. There's Stevie. Who is Stevie?
Yes.
So there's also, now the last 2 people we missed their names, so we just know the businesses. Shoemaker and then Baba. Who is the Baba? Baba and Shoemaker. So those are the 7 people who are. Can we put our hands together?
So, 7 people, write your name and account number with Aaron, this guy. Before we go, don't worry. Before you write your name and account number, we go. Blessing. Raise up your hand. Just Aaron, amen. Name and account number, and then by Monday or Tuesday latest, you get
this is like
that fine. We need to just take group pictures and then we should be good to go. Is that fine? Yes. You try this thing. So I'm and Dominic. Photographer. Our photographer is going to get 10,000 naira. He has really tried. There's a business come. So
there is an MC who is here. Always make a thing to become what it is. My name has been here. Without an MC, any guidance from such will never become such.
I agree. So you can talk to them. You can go there. How do we take our picture? The same way, everybody comes and in their guide. Yeah, but so we divide it. So maybe this place, that way. Or we spread it like this. But to go to the bar. No, we ban out this and that. We forgot something, sir. Let's just we've got forgot something. Yes.
Please, we want to speak to Mr. the printer. Please, it is business. It is not charity. Printing is done. You said is he listening to me? You said you do your printing for 30 naira and others do theirs for 100 naira. Even though you're trying to reduce the price, it's too much. The difference is too much. Business is not charity. You hear? At least you should charge You should charge not less than 17 naira. You hear? Because if you continue to charge like that, you will soon be out of business. And for how long will you continue to go and come back for charity to support your business? Your business should make profit. Please, charge more, please.
Thank you, sir. If you need business mentorship, talk to them before they leave. Is that fine? Talk to them like, this is my business. What can you do to help me? Don't let them go. They are powerful, big people in jobs. Yes, please do. So we're going to take our picture now. Charles, we need to take our picture there. So, facilitators first. I don't know what is that? Please. Aaron, please. The book and
my God. Hey.
Says I'm going to see us.